Hello everyone, welcome back to another session from BioSchool. This is your educator Gayatri. So in today's session we are going to discuss about active immunity and passive immunity. So let's begin. So before proceeding into today's session, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please consider subscribing. So first, what is immunity? Immunity is the body's ability to protect itself from infectious organisms or pathogens, right? So what is immunity? Immunity is the body's ability to protect itself from infectious organisms or pathogens. Okay, so now the immunity is divided into two types. What are those? Okay, one is known as innate immunity. Innate means what? Innate means inborn. So the immunity which is present in our body since our birth is known as innate immunity. And the second immunity, that is known as adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity means adapted, or the immunity which is acquired during lifetime is known as adaptive immunity. So I will make separate video in details about innate immunity and adaptive immunity. So let's focus on today's topic. Today's topic is about active immunity and passive immunity. Active immunity and passive immunities are the types of adaptive immunity. Okay, so adaptive immunity is further divided into active immunity and passive immunity. So let's know what is active immunity. Then we will discuss about passive immunity also. Active immunity is the immunity that occurs following exposure to the pathogen. So when our body get exposed to a pathogen, then our body actively working to generate immunoresponse against that pathogen. That's why it is known as active immunity. Here our body is actively performing or actively is working to generate the immunity or immunoresponse against that pathogen. Let's say when human or any animal exposed to a pathogen, then what will happen? Then the immunocells, that is the B cell or T cell in our body. Okay, B cells are antibody bound cells. Then okay, so this B cell, when it encounters with the pathogen, then they will create plasma cell plus memory cell. Okay, and this plasma cell, it will produce the antibodies. Antibodies are Y-shaped structure. That's why I am doing right. That's why I am doing Y. So the plasma cell, they will produce the antibodies, and the antibodies, they will attack the pathogen. At that time, the memory cells which are produced, they have the memory power, and the memory cells, they can survive for a long time. Okay, so when the next time the pathogen or the same pathogen attacks, at that time immunoresponse is more robust. Quickly the memory cells, they will quickly respond to pathogen when they attack for second time. Okay, this is the function of memory cell. So in case of active immunity, immunity does not develop immediately because definitely it will take time, and body will respond to the immunocell will respond to the antigen, then the plasma cell, it will produce the antibody that will kill the pathogen. So definitely it will take a long time. Immunity does not develop immediately. It will take days or weeks after the first exposure. But once immunity develops, the protection can last long time. Okay, but it lasts long time. So active immunity are of two type or induced two type. It may be the natural immunity. Okay, it may be the natural active immunity. So in natural active immunity, let's say someone is infected by mumps or by the chicken pox, then after the initial infection, then what will happen, the body will build immunity against the disease. Okay, itself body will build the immunity against the disease. Or the active immunity, it can be artificially induced. Okay, so the example of artificial active immunity is immunization. Okay, in vaccine, what happened, in the small portion of the dead or weakened organism is used, that is injected into our body. Okay, that is injected into the body, then our body, what will it cause, it will develop the immune response against that organism, against that pathogen. Okay, so when the person's immune system, or when our body's immune system detect that vaccine or the weakened or the dead pathogen, then it will take the steps to destroy it. So at that time it will produce the new antibodies and memory cells. As I told you before, the memory cells develop specific to that pathogen. So in future, if body is exposed to same pathogen, okay, then antibody will be created immediately to protect the body. So this is all about active immunity. Now we'll see what is passive immunity. In passive immunity, the immunity is provided by antibodies that are introduced from outside of the body. Okay, like in active immunity, what happened, in active immunity, our body generate the immunity or produce the antibody after exposure to pathogen. Okay, in active immunity you will get exposure to the pathogen, then our body will produce antibody against that pathogen. But in case of the passive immunity, here the protection is provided directly by introducing antibodies from outside the body. Here our body is not working to generate the antibodies. Okay, antibodies are generated outside the body and that are introduced into our body to provide protection against the pathogen. That is passive immunity, does not require exposure to pathogen. As we are introducing antibodies directly into the body, so it will work immediately. But in active immunity, it takes long time to respond, right? But in passive immunity, it will work immediately, but it does not last long. Does not last long. Okay, it can last only up to few months. But in active immunity, as the immunity is generated our body, though the immunity power come into action in late, but that lasts long time. But in case of passive immunity, it will start to work immediately, but it does not work for long time. Okay, like that of active immunity, passive immunity also two types. It may be the natural active immunity, or it may be artificial. Okay, so it may be natural passive immunity or it may be artificial passive immunity. So first we will look into the example of natural active immunity. So maternal immunity, that is transferred from the mother to the child, that is known as the natural passive immunity. Before the child is born, antibodies are passed through the placenta to protect the child from different diseases before birth. After birth, infant receives the immunity through breast milk. So here what happened? Here directly the antibody transformed from the mother to the child. Okay, so when the antibody that are introduced into a body directly from outside, that is known as passive immunity. So before birth, child receive immunity from mother through placenta. After birth, child receive immunity from mother or antibodies from mother through breast milk. So this is the example of natural passive immunity. So now we'll see the artificial passive immunity. In artificial passive immunity, antibody is created outside the body in different human or in animal, and that antibody is directly injected into the organism to provide protection. Okay, so and that antibody preparation is known as antiserum. So the best example of artificial passive immunity is snake antivenom. So this is all about active and passive immunity. Hope you all like this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Bye bye. See you in my next video. Till then, keep learning.